Yeah, g'day guys. So I'm going to try and fix this little motorbike starting issues. It's been sitting around for probably 10 years probably. Yeah, so it's not starting, so I've diagnosed it's got spark. So the carby's probably just gummed up, so I bought a new carby for 20 bucks on eBay, so I'm just going to put that on. So I thought I'd just do a quick little video of it. Yeah, stick around, we'll see if this carby's any good. Yeah. Right, so this is the bike, a little JR50. So yeah, look, you can just see the carby's just right there. Just got the one bolt there, the air filter. Just take that off. The throttle linkage is up under there, so I should be able to get that off pretty quickly, pretty easily. What I might actually do, just for my own purpose, I might just put the bike up there. It's not very heavy, so I'll just lift it up, put it up on the bench, and then I can work at it at a reasonable height. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to attempt to lift this up now. Yeah, could be a little bit of grunting and groaning. We'll see how we go. It's not too heavy. Yeah, I'll just grab it here. Put it up on there. Let's pop the stand down. And there we go. So that'll make life a little bit easier, I think. Yeah, just make sure the fuel's off. Yep, fuel is off. That'll make life a little bit easier. Yeah. Alright, so I guess first up we'll get flat blade. Just undo that. I think the air filter will come off with the carby, so shouldn't be too bad. I might just take this little side cover off here. I don't know if that's going to help or not, but we'll take it off. Just popped off. That's a little oil reservoir there for the two-stroke. Line off. Now basically, I'm going to take the air filter off. Oh, there's someone's done a little mod to that to give the thing a bit more air. That was like that when I bought it. Probably not really necessary on a 50, but anyway, that's, yeah, so I'm just going to pull that apart and then get the carby out. Yeah, so we've just got a couple of screws in there that obviously hold the air cleaner assembly on. I'll just undo those. That air cleaner should just come off, air cleaner assembly. Let's pop it down on the bench. Right, now the throttle cable, that's probably the hardest bit, I suppose. It looks like Phillips head screw just here, just to pop that off there, and then the throttle cable is connected inside on the slide there. Okay, so undo this Phillips head screw. And there. And the slide. Everything should just, hopefully, oh, there's another screw there. Well, that screw's actually loose. That could be half the trouble. have been running too lean or something with that screw loose, possibly. Okay, just pull that whole assembly out. So it's got the choke and the slide and needle. Okay, there's the old carby on majority of it. I'd say what's happened is that's dried out in the float bowl there, and it's probably just blocked up the jets and things like that. So yeah. Alright, so that's that. Now I've just got to disconnect the cable off the slide here, and then I can get rid of this assembly here and put the new one on, and off we go. Okay, so this is going to be quite difficult to show you, but basically you've just got to push the cable down. So if I can hold this at the same time, you just push the cable down, and the throttle linkage should just pop out of there if it'll stay in focus. Or the throttle cable, I should say. And that pops off. There's that. Making petrol all over the table. Might just grab a rag and wipe that up. Now that'll come out. That's the rest of the top of the carby. And then it's got a pretty old perished boot there. Take all that off. The new carby comes with a rubber boot to replace that, so that's good. Yeah. Alright, just pop the new carby on now and we'll see how that goes. Oh yeah, it's the same deal, just take the two screws off the top of the carb so we can access the slide. Undo those. Oh yeah, so there's the new slide on, new boot over the throttle cable there. Okay, we'll screw the carby onto there now. Yeah, so one thing I forgot to mention is on the slide you've got, so it only goes in one way, so just here there's a little notch here. That's for your idle speed, and the other side is just like a guide, and that's where the cable slots through. You just got to make sure you get that in right. Yeah, so because that screw was loose on the top, I'm going to just put a bit of medium strength thread lock back on the screws just to stop them potentially coming loose in the future. Alright, yeah, so the new carby's all in, air filters back on. I haven't touched any of the settings, so you've got your idle screw, and I'm assuming like an air mixture screw. We'll just see if it'll start as it is. I'll pop it back down on the ground and see if it'll go. Rightio, so I'll lift it back down. It should be a little bit easier. I've got gravity on my side. Pop that down there and turn the fuel on. Let that just fill the float bowl up a bit, and then yeah, we'll see how that goes. Make sure the throttle works. Yep. Alright, let's I'll move it out of a bit more space over here. Yeah, I guess I'll see if it'll start. I'll push the choke down. Ooh, you seem to have a leak. What's going on there? Oh, it's stopped now. Maybe the float was a bit stuck or something. Okay. Give it a go. First kick. First couple. And nothing. Why? Yeah, it's still leaking a bit of fuel out of the overflow. What do you want for $20, I suppose? Alright, so I just took the spark plug out, and that was pretty wet, so it looks like it might be a bit flooded, so I don't know, there's something going on with the float or something, but we'll try it again. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it doesn't want to idle. Might need to adjust the idle up a bit. Yeah, okay, so it's not idling. So I might just have to adjust the idle screw. And we'll see how that goes. So, idle screw is that one there. Alright, so I think that's a bit of a win actually. Just hopefully, I don't know why that's... Yeah, I think the float level might be a little bit out of whack actually, but yeah, otherwise I think it's good. It seems to be leaking a little bit of fuel out of the overflow here, so maybe the float level's a bit too high. Might need a little bit of adjustment, but at the moment that's pretty good. It's pretty late now, so I might just leave it there and hopefully that'll do the job. So that's all done. Hopefully you've stuck around. I'm just going to pack up a little bit of stuff now. Yeah, so I mean, $20 eBay carby seems to do the job. Might even pull the other one apart and just have a look, see what's going on with that, because that's the original Suzuki one, so yeah, that might be a little bit better. But anyway, I'll leave it there. Yeah, just thought I'd pop this video up for a bit of fun, just for something a little bit different. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. Yeah, so I've nearly gassed myself out, I guess, mucking around being an idiot. Yeah, so I've just pulled the bowl off, and yeah, it is crusty in there. So that's what happens when you leave something sitting around for so long. Let's say if I just gave that a good clean out. Yeah, it's probably, yeah, probably just put these out and give them a good clean. This carby would be probably fine. I was just being lazy, I guess, and thought it'd be nice and easy just to buy a $20 carby, which has worked, but yeah, I think the float might be just set a little bit high, so the fuel is actually flowing out of the overflow. The bowl's probably a little bit too full. Anyway, that's a project for another time, this one, but yeah, I might clean that out, see how it goes.